A very good morning to the H&A professional family. We were thinking that maybe we have been doing a number of, you can say, empowering sessions for various people. And the executive committee felt that maybe it is a good idea if we can go through all the tools, all the empowerment sessions monthly. And they requested me to start. So I'm not 100% sure how we should go about it, but I've taken a particular view and let's go with that. So today's coverage, next slide, please. Today's coverage is that it starts with all of us have choices, each and every one of us. And since we have those choices, it is up to us what we want to take up. Whether I want it badly enough. Then we look at possibly something which many of you already know. What are the three components of professional success? And what is that which calls you? What is it that you are called? What is this? What is the direction you choose? What are your goals? Then we look at two tools. One is working above the line. Again, it's a choice. Then understanding what are the fundamental laws of nature which can help us to succeed in profession, as well as be very comfortable with ourselves and the environment. We'll have a little time for question and answers after that, and maybe 10-15 minutes, depends when we finish. Can you go to the next slide, Shweta? Yeah. What are the choices? Before we take the choices, we should understand that every human being on earth is unique. The worker in the factory, the maid in our house, my boss, you, most importantly, your family, everybody is unique and perfect as we are. Then why are we doing this course? This course is to see if we can get a bit better. Can we improve ourselves? So what are those choices? I thought I can put four of them. There could be many others. So we'll start with what is generally there in this world. Remember, all of you have joined this office to become professionals. Some of you may be in administration. Even then, you're looking at growing yourself, becoming someone who is purposeful, someone who makes a contribution, someone who is proud of themselves. So let's look at what is it that differentiates people. Mediocrity. We see that today the world is in mediocrity. Was this not earlier also the same? Yes, it was. But now with the influence of the media, the Amazons, the Googles, they have partly taken over our mind. And they are basically marketing engines. They want to sell something. And since they want to sell something, they keep bombarding us with only something which they think they can influence, which is your purchasing power or your time spending power. Therefore, mediocrity has been seen to increase. Merely have a small idea of what it is. Google has everything. We don't have to read. Whatever we want, we can get from Google. We can get more from artificial intelligence. Therefore, why should I read? Why should I remember? Why should I get skilled? This is the thought process of 9,999 people. However, it is not your mindset, I know. But here, what is the choice you can look at? Rather than mediocrity or superficiality, you have a choice to become great and purposeful in your life. Many of us, we come from humble backgrounds. Parents are not very rich. Does that make really a big difference? Maybe a small leg up is available, that's all. However, we have been looking at society the way the society looks at everything. I want to be safe. I don't want to take risk. I have to somehow manage life. Why should we have this choice? You and me both have a choice of looking at thriving in this wonderful world, a rapidly changing world, flourishing, whether in career, practice, admin, HR, wherever we are. Due to the conditioning of the youth, parents, newspapers, TV, and of course the wonderful mobile, which is a wonderful tool. Some of us look at ourselves as, I can't do anything. How can I make a difference? I see problems when I look at anything. But again, I have a choice. I can choose not to look at being helpless, not to look at problems at all. Problems are there for each and every one of us. But we look at solutions rather than problems. We be the leader which we are destined to be. There is also a thought process that everything is not there. We don't have enough in this world. We don't have it. Sheikh, I think you have to put off. Yeah, you muted yourself. Everything is actually available in abundance. But we think it's not there. Jobs are not there. Solutions are not there. There is nothing more I can do. In hardly 0.001% of whatever happens to us, we are having no choice. The universe is there to provide us. It is there. And the universe is always trying to help us, provided we help ourselves. Among these four, all of you who are on the call, can you put in the chat which of these you think is most important for you? You can just put the first item: mediocrity, survival, victim, scarcity. I'll give 2 minutes. Please put in the chat what you think is something you can overcome. You can overcome mediocrity. You can become a leader. You can thrive, or you can live in abundance. Whatever your state is today, even if you are not in that state where you would become, famous, rich, talented, etc. Sakshi says, living in abundance. Yes. Remember, for each of these words, there are articles available on our website, and also you can go on Google and look for videos, and you have wonderful motivators across the world. Yeah, we're looking at everybody answering, okay? Not one person. So let's get the chats going. Arjun says survival, victim, laziness and procrastination. Okay. All right. That is something which is not here, but yes, that also could be there. Mediocrity, victim, survival, mediocrity. Yeah. mediocrity. Each one of us wants to be better than we are today. Overcoming mediocrities, Rinky says, survival, mediocrity, victim. Yeah. Scarcity, yes. Some of us, for many years in our life, even I myself, even after passing my CA, I was in this scarcity mode. No, no, this is not possible. That's not possible. That's not available. That way, I was thinking for some years. The purpose of these sessions are to make you think. So I don't think everybody has replied. Please go ahead and reply. We have only about 20, 30. We have 80 people on, 90 people on the call. I'm sure some of it is groups. If you're in a group, ask the group and whatever is the maximum, you can put that. I think we'll have to ask people to put on the video now because we are not getting the responses. Can you all put on your videos, please? Don't put on audio, put on your videos. Yeah, we are getting some more. Please put on your videos so that we know that all of you are online and not just logged in. So now I would like to put you all to put. First you put what is the normal way of being. Now please put in the chat what you want to be. What is that one quality you want to be known for? That means if somebody were to ask, how is Asha? Then Asha may say, I am an extraordinary leader. She may say, but what do people see her as? Can they also see her as an extraordinary leader? How many people have put on the video, Sweta? I can't see. Most of them have not put on the video. Okay. Some people have said known for being a happy and joyful person. Yes. And you can be that if you are great, you're purposeful, you are solution oriented, and you work from the point that I will get whatever I want. Honesty, very good. Knowledgeable and kind. Yes, very nice. What you want to be, please put. Non-professionalism and knowledgeable. Known for being humble and passionate. Yes, these are all great qualities. Problem solver, knowledgeable, wonderful. Please go ahead. You are going well. Rest of you all, I still do not see all the videos on. Extraordinarily rich along with kindness, very good. Integrity, known for integrity, very good. Honest and problem solver, explorer, yeah, very nice. Creative person, looks for new things. Only video, please. Only video, not fearless. Wow, that's nice. Utkarsh. Humble and honest, being resourceful. Very good. Remember, whatever you want in life is available. I still do not see all the videos on. Can you put on your videos?
Still they have to put on, sir.
Yeah. Why they are not putting it on? Have you normally tell people that they should put on the videos? Parmesh is person who can bring smile to all and innovate towards problems that come across. Good. Make a difference. That is, make a difference in others in a positive way. Okay, I'm still waiting. Being genuine. Okay. Actually, I was looking at what is it that you want to be known for. So people are giving some qualities, which is also okay. I don't think there's anything to look at, but everybody should look at it. Being creative, Rohit says. Boundless imagination, Jayashree says. Fantastic. Others who have not put anything. What do we want to be known for? I know some groups are there, but at least 70, 80 should reply. We have had 20, 30 replying till now. Okay. So we have come, whoever is not replying, people who are not putting video on, please make a note of them, Shweta. What is it? What is their challenge? You should find out.
Okay,
When they
okay,
come
sir.
for learning session, why they cannot put on the video? So what you should do with those people who are not put on video, we'll look at later. So put the next slide, Shweta. I can't see the slide.
Sir, now, sir. Sir, now, sir.
Now I can see your email, which I had sent you. Yeah, got it. So if we look at what now we have got all these things we want to be. We want to be fearless. We want to be extraordinary. We have looked at all the choices which we have made. We want to be problem solvers, happy, confident, kind. There's so many things we want to be. So if I want to find my direction, or what some people call voice, what is the voice which I have? What is it that the universe calls me to? So for finding out your direction, voice, and calling, today we are talking more on the professional side. What are the three important aspects? This is universal. The knowledge of the subject which you practice in, the area you are. For us, it could be FTP, it could be GST, it could be audits, internal audit. Not that we do too much of that, but knowledge of those things are what we are looking at. Then we are looking at what is the attitude we have. If you look at what are the answers you all gave, many of you gave attitude, problem solving type of person, confident person, joyful person, happy person, like this, being original. That means maybe not taking the path which everybody is taking. Take a new path. Attitude is very, very important. And in India, what we have understood is that this is not taught in colleges to the extent it should be. It is not taught in schools also. Majority of schools, maybe some elite schools do teach attitude to some extent. In the Institute of Chartered Accountants, we have the GMCS, which is a small course, and you do come to know what are the good attitudes, etc. You also get to know how you can look smart, some of the key tips to make you successful. That's what you learn in the GMCs. In our offices, you learn how to interact with people, have good relationships, be relied on, be accountable, responsive. Some of us are Our bosses just give us the work and don't bother about it because we are so good at what we do. All of you are in the budding stages of your life. Knowledge is not all that is required. Your attitude building is very, very important, and we have focused on this in our office quite a lot. And that's why we become a successful office. If you look at all your partners or the seniors or your models in life, evaluate them from these three. What is the knowledge they have? What is the extent of knowledge they have? What are the wonderful attitudes and characteristics they have, and they are improving? And what are the skills they have? Skills can even be analytical skills, reasoning skills, common sense, and of course, digital skills, Excel skills. There can be many, many, many skills. All these three are essential to improve. However, having a knowledge that these are the skills which I need to work on, or these are the attitudes I need to work on, is not enough. I need to consistently work on those. That means I have to devote time. I have to have an action plan, maybe 5-point action plan to improve myself. How can I include that in my effort? In everyday life, not once in a way when I attend Saturday session, but implementing what you have thought that you need to build up. So now I'm going to ask you one more question. Any ideas? Which is that one area which you think, whether it is knowledge, skill, or attitude, any one of them, which is that one, which is, as per you, as of now, most important for you to improve? Again, I would like each and every one of you to share with all of us in chat. Okay. Which skill you should say? Sorry, I think maybe I didn't articulate myself properly. No, 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 sorry. All the answers are just general. I want to know what, in knowledge, what you want, in skill, what you want, in attitude, what you want. Be specific. Broadly, all of us want. Okay, communication, that's good. Something like that, communication skills is a very, very important skill for extraordinary success. Delegation skills, negotiation skills. Yes, good. Don't copy from others, please. Attitude towards learning. Yes, learning is one of the biggest. Public speaking skills. Yeah, articulation skills, analytical skills, leadership. What leadership? Please say which skill. Leadership means what? Having a positive outlook on things and being helpful towards others. Very good. Attitude to being accountable, growing. Yeah, very good. Can do attitude. Yeah, very nice. Networking skills. Confident and optimist. Wonderful. Please go ahead. You all are doing very well. Those of you who have not put your thoughts, please share. Convincing skills. Self-acceptance. Good. Vinay. Not bad. That's a deep one. I myself got it only after the age of 45. Listening to others' opinion. Yes, very important. Optimism and consistency of effort, Mayank, irrespective of income. Yeah, that is the advice Krishna gave to Arjuna in the war. Attitude towards learning new things, maybe. Yeah. Anything more? Optimistic, empathy, and respect for others. Wonderful, Yash. Okay. Skill on how to deal with people. Okay, good. Problem solving, networking, and consistency. Discipline, Nayan says, very important. Discipline is, where you have an idea and then you do it consistently, and then obviously you will get fantastic results. Adaptability, yes. Shruti, that's a very good thought process. Today's world, You can even think versatility. World is not going to remain the same. In 10 years' time, things will change. Technological skills and AI, yeah, digital skills. You should do courses in this, Yashwant, and there are many available within the institute, outside the institute. Many of them are freely available now with AI. You can learn on your own. Adaptability, I think it's adaptability, okay. Versatile or adaptability, professional skepticism, very important. Remember, people look up to us because we are independent. People can rely on those skills. Curious, very good. Punctuality, yeah, part of integrity and honesty. Consistent knowledge of everything. No, everything. Okay. One is dealing with an in general as well. Okay, good. Good general knowledge is what Sakshi says. And what when I look at GST, I should have very good knowledge. Pooja says attitude of being happy for others' success. If you have this, it's a wonderful way of looking at life itself. Your juniors will be so happy with you. Not being overly self-critical. Yeah, you can make it, confident, Nidhi. Uh, Self-criticality is certainly something which pulls us down. And in CA, maybe because of the course, maybe because of the narrative which is there in general, we feel that everything what we are doing is not enough. But I started by saying that what you are, Nidhi, is good. You can even note this down. I love myself as I am and as I am not. That doesn't mean that you will not improve. But the self-criticality brings down our effectiveness. Dedication is very good. Presence of mind and helpfulness to others, self-discipline and reflection. Yes, very important reflection, especially on the other side of it. The attitude side of it, reflection is a part of that. Building professional relationships, very good. Optimistic attitude, yeah. Yeah, not only what we are learning, not only GST or FTP, but any other. See, instead of using the word survival, look at helping them to flourish, helping them to thrive. Survival, none of us need to look at survival. We are beyond survival now. Once you have joined this office, at whatever stage you have joined, you are beyond survival. Survival for those people who can't get food to eat. And there are people like that in India still. So look at it as flourishing or thriving. But it's a good thing because you're looking beyond yourself. Actually, up to the age of maybe about 40, my life was all about I, me, myself. That means only Madhukar Hiregange was in the radar. Everybody else has to fall into place around me. And I was not successful. I was not happy. I'd written a couple of books, but I was not happy. I was not fulfilled. I was not financially independent also. But once I got into this thought process of beyond myself, looking at what difference I can make to each and every one person I touch on a daily basis. Like today, I'm touching all of you. 90% of whatever I say is something you would have heard of. It may be a refresher for you, or it could be a reminder. Oh, I was supposed to do this. I had thought of doing this. If there is something like that, please make a note of it. In the end, we'll look at how you are going to use this session. What is it you are going to do? Action points we'll look at in the end. Go to the next one. Still, everybody is not answering, but I'm going ahead. I don't know if you can read this, but all of you have mobiles and you also have laptops. If you can look at just typing above the line images. But if you're using the laptop for watching this, let me try and see if I can read this. These PPTs have been prepared by me, and obviously my skill in making PPTs you can make out from this itself. Let's look at what it is. Remember what we started with: choices. I have a choice to work above the line. I have a choice to work below the line. There are so many areas of life. I have a choice to work above the line with my friends and below the line in office, or opposite, below the line at home with my parents and above the line in office. This choice is yours. But which choice is better? Whatever choice you take, that's what you will become. Say, I keep blaming people. I keep making excuses. I keep looking at problems. All the time I see problems around me. I behave like a victim. Then obviously my results are going to be very poor, not very encouraging, not very empowering for me if I choose to work below the line. And all of us, 100%, including me, we work below the line sometimes. Sometimes in certain areas we work below the line. Sometimes with some persons, with some specific people, we work below the line. But the empowered way of living is to work above the line. Instead of making excuses, can we take responsibility? Can we become accountable? Can we look for a solution in the problem? Can we look at the possibilities in our life? Can we look at everything as every problem has a solution, rather than, oh, these are problems, I had too many problems, I can't, I am overwhelmed with so many challenges in life. That is something you will have to look at. So now I want you to look at which is that above the line characteristic which you can read. I don't know if you can read everything. Take action is one, and take responsibility, accountability, finding solutions, taking feedback, making proper choices, have hope. From this list of whatever is there in this, and the next one, we'll take the next slide too. After that, I would like you to look at what is that one choice which you will make from today onwards. Each of you can put in the chat the choice you are making, above the line choice which you are making. Everything you need not put one. Each of you can put one choice which you are making, which is useful for you, which you think is most important for you. Okay, somebody said taking responsibility, feedback, possibilities, responsibility. Yeah, it need not be restricted only to that. You can go far behind, finding solutions, accountability. You need not restrict yourself to what I've shown you. Focusing, yes, it's good. Jayashree says focusing, new. Seek and provide, yes, feedback, genuine feedback. Taking action and taking responsibility, solutions, finding solutions to get out of comfort zone. Very good, Arpita. Exploring the possibilities as a CA, yes. Certainly, the moment you have possibility, what you have never thought of also will open up. Opportunities will open up. Better alternatives. Yes, there are always alternatives in life. Choose the better alternative. Choose the one above the line. Very good. So we have gone through this entire trying new things and learning from the process. Yes, being ready to fail, Joshi. Being ready to fail. If you look at me, I have been a colossal failure in my life. I have failed. But failure doesn't stop me. Maybe I learn something. Sometimes I fail on the same thing repetitively 3 times, 5 times. But finally I learn. Hope and belief. Wonderful. Shrivesh says being accountable instead of blaming on situation. Wonderful. Solution oriented. Wonderful. Yeah. Work around towards problems. Yeah. Look for solutions. That's what he's also saying in a different way. Look at any quality which you can be proud of and you can think of doing that. Because this, whatever you are seeing, images are just examples. Okay, these are not, everything is not there. Take action instead of excuses. Solution oriented and being self-confident. Not all of us are self-confident, but can we improve our self-confidence? 100%. Nowadays, AI is there. The way I would look at it is that whatever you have chosen, no, how to be that, you can make a heading and under that start putting whatever you think you can be. So let us take one particular uh, you know example out of this, and then I will ask each of you to note down what is that action you can take to improve that particular characteristic. So let's look at maybe self-confident. Okay. Now we are asking a new question. So each one of you write down how can I be self-confident? And under that, you can note down what you think. I'll give 2 minutes for that. Then we will start sharing and you can add to the list as people share. So we'll come to know how many possible ways are there to become self-confident. So 2 minutes. Please note down, each of you. Note down, how can I be more self-confident? Each one of us wants to be that, even me. How can I be more self-confident? I am self-confident. Can I be more self-confident? So note down. I'll also note down. You also note down. Aditya says doing the things we are good, thinking about all possibilities to find solution good. Which you, Aryan says, is talking about me. By taking decisions which you hesitate to take. So he is giving me advice. Arya Srivastav, you can tell us what you think. Having no inferiority complex, not only okay, high self-esteem. One of the languages which we can use is positive language. Rather than say, I want to avoid doing this, say what is positive. Step outside comfort zone, accept myself as I am, celebrate, fantastic. Being clear when I articulate, regardless of whoever I am talking to, being able to learn from criticisms. Actually, this is one of the greatest qualities. I myself have difficulty in that. And recognizing my limitations and working to overcome them, seeking, seeking experience words, so I didn't understand that. What makes you happy? Again, Chirag is wanting to make me happy. And what makes me value my life? Chirag, put I for that. Keeping a fair amount of eye contact while speaking. Yes, it could be. By having higher purpose goal in life definitely involves community, being consistent. Yeah, very important. Self-confident, setting realistic goals, celebrating progress, gaining appropriate. Oh, wonderful, yeah. You people are giving very good answers. Face the situation rather than running away from it. Yes. In fact, one of the ways to overcome fear is that instead of viewing failure as a setback, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Amina, perfect. By learning and implementing what I've learned. Yeah, this is very, very important. In fact, Sushant, that if you learn how to implement even small things you learn, you'll become a great guy. Setting up quantifiable goals, yeah, smart goals you can look at and achieving them. We can, it says, Aryan again is from you, he has come to we. Please come to I. Accepting the flaws in oneself to become better by improve communication skills by practicing the art of being humble with everyone we interact with. Satyam, please. We means you, your friend, your parents, me, everybody. So it should be I. Doing right things in the right time, in the right way. Sounds very good. Practice consistency, continuous improvement, correct. Grabbing opportunities which you are getting everywhere, get experience and increase, get to know yourself. Very nice. Very difficult, huh? You need to do, anybody who wants to, how many of you want to understand yourself? Like Vinay has said, go through an evaluation of emotions. You can go to Google and do it. If any of you have difficulty, you can write to me. I can send you an entire list of around 20, 30 empowering emotions and 20, 30 disempowering emotions, which may get you to understand yourself. Disciplined so that I achieve my realistic goals, which will ultimately boost my self-confidence. Avoid comparing myself with others. Yes, if at all you're comparing, compare with people better than you. Learning from our failure, Global Krishna, you are still there with everybody, not yourself. Learning from my failure instead of blaming myself. So that is the self-critical part of it. It should be all in present tense with yourself. So no our, no we, it should be all I. Anybody else wants to share? Okay. Go to the next slide. So we have gone through this above the line, below the line choices. From the responses, I understand that you all are all in the right direction. Only thing, look at yourself, not others. Don't look at Madhukar sir to improve Madhukar sir or the person beside you or your boss or your junior. Look at improving yourself. It should be all I and nothing to do with we or you. This type of language gives you an excuse not to do it yourself. This is another tool, which is a universal tool. And there is nothing which can go against this tool. Let's understand one by one. Again, I may not be saying something to you which is new to you. Most of this you know. The point will be, what is that you know which you are not practicing? Look for that. Can I take up respecting myself? Very, very important. For those of you who have doubts on your own capability, there is an exercise which can be done, which I have possibly shared in the past. So please make a note of this. Make a list, sorry, not result. Make a list of all your achievements in life. I'll give you 5 minutes for this. Make a list of your achievements in your life. 5 of them you write down, each one of you. Please note down 5. I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Your achievements in your life till now, it can be achievements, can be academic, it can be hobbies, it can be sport, it can be anything. Five minutes. Some of you are looking at the screen. Huh? Please write down what you are thinking. It is your life we are talking about, not my life. 5 minutes is very less actually. I should give you 20 minutes, but since this is something with limited time, I'm trying to get a involvement, your own reflection. Wonderful. You can stop writing. This exercise can be continued by any one of you who wants to do it later. Normally, this type of list requires a little more thought process, go back in life, remember old things. So I want to ask one question here. How did you feel when you made this list? So I want you to share what is your feeling? What type of, not what type of thought, what did you feel? You know, all of us we are all human beings. We are not animals. We feel different type of emotions. So what did you feel? Parmesh says, I feel good about myself and proud. Wonderful. Overwhelmed. Wonderful. Proud. Proud. Feel happy and proud of myself. I have realized, no. Sakshi, realization will ask next. We'll ask next, you tell me how you are empowered, sense of achievement. Yeah. Sense of achievement. Yeah, there's a list on achievements itself. Happy and confident. Content that I have come so far. Yeah, very good. Content is very good, Faisal. And actually, when you do this, you come to know you have done much more. Many times we do not look at all our wins. We have got hundreds and thousands of wins in our life, small and big. Confident. How many of you felt thrilled, grateful and blessed? Yeah, very nice, Asha. Happy and confident with all sweet memories, Sudhindra. Very good. How many of you felt excited, thrilled, confused? Shivram is confused whether it is an achievement or not. Okay, you need to have some consultation or guidance. Nayan says, I'd forgotten some achievements, felt proud, and future goals seem 100%. Actually, just look at your achievements. You are a great guy or a great girl. There is no limit for you, what I have mentioned. But when you write down your own achievements, you come to know way to go, way more to go, proud and happy. Best days are ahead. Excited, but also scared. No, you don't have to be scared of anything. Feel grateful towards my parents. Wonderful, especially when you write achievements. Around that achievements are a lot of people, mainly parents, teachers, even relatives, friends. This is a good realization exercise of achievement. So when you do all these, possibly your respect for yourself would increase. So complete this exercise as a homework. Write all your achievements. It may take 10 pages. And my suggestion to you, if you really want to do this, is break it up into less than 10 years, less 11 to 20, and after 20. Just put that as a age bar and then just add as many achievements as possible. And it can be small. I learned to, ride a bike by falling only 3 times. I'm talking about cycle. Okay. Bike, I think you should avoid falling. But anyway, I think I have fallen a couple of times when I learned the scooter long back. Sakshi says she was not aware of her strengths. Sakshi, you should send me a mail. I'll give you that. I'll give you that emotional matrix so that you can identify your strengths. All of you who need to look at self-evaluation, you don't have to come back to me. It's just a template which I have. And working on strengths, which Sakshi has mentioned, is actually one of the least done things in our life. We keep trying to overcome our limitation, which also should be done. But working on our strengths is much easier. Living on my own terms. Okay, good. Okay, so the first A, I think we have all got that we have no reason not to respect ourselves. If I don't like myself, how can I like others? If I don't respect myself, how can I respect others? So first thing is respect, love, affection for self. And that same thing can be shared with others then. Again, the videos are going off, I see. People are just going off, put off video whenever they want, is it? Okay. I don't know how we can track this. We should have one software. The AI should be able to tell us this also. There are a lot of fellows who are talking to each other. They are smiling, having their private jokes next to their buddies. Each of us has no limit. You should remember that. The next one is a little different, but you look at our firm. Our firm has become successful because we looked at being of service, not only to our clients, we looked at being of service to employees. Today's session, for example, is a service we are offering to each and every employee. We do this for the profession. We share our knowledge in indirect taxes. We answer questions on various groups. We go for seminars, share our latest secrets, so-called secrets. We have no secrets in our office. And that's why we are popular in the speaking circles. We also have a very, what you can say, kind way of looking at society. We support children in at least 6, 7 locations. Some locations are still to take up contributing to society, but I'm sure they are looking at it. And while we are doing everything, this nation has given us a lot. It has given us the freedom to speak, which is not available in many places. You know, there may be very advanced countries, but you can't speak against the government at all. You can't speak against anybody at all. Here we have an open system. You can. So there is a requirement for us to be of service. I'll give you an example. If I want my employees to do a wonderful job with my clients, the best way of doing it is by taking care of them, taking care of their growth, taking care of their aspirations, and then they take care of the firm's aspirations by working hard, disciplined, creatively, do a wonderful job when in office. So by being of service, you can get anything. And that's the way we have looked at our clients also. Normally, once the client comes to us, he will not leave us until that particular job is over or that value is delivered. Once the value is delivered, they can leave us. That's not a problem. That they'll come back. Most of the world is saying that you only look at yourself. You be selfish. That's the way of the world, but that's not the way of the world. Let me tell you, assure you, this is the way I was till I was around 40. And I was not successful. I was not happy. I was not proud of myself. My relationships were not great. But after I started thinking about others, more and more about others, everything I do has something to do with others, creation of leaders, pushing of the ethical way of being, making a change for the better in the law of the country. All these have led to my life becoming fulfilled. Now there are some values also, which are very important and which are there in our vision statement. Many of you have, most of you have heard one of the partners at least discussing our vision statement in the initial stages at least. If you have not, it's available. Shweta can share the recording with you. As chartered accountants, many of you know and you practice honesty. What I say, can I do? Or I just keep preaching and I don't do that at all. Can I be a role model? If I ask these questions to myself, role model to whom? I am just an article. How can I be role model? You can be a role model for the commerce students. You can be a role model to your other articles in our office. You can be a role model to other articles in other offices. There's no limit. When you walk your talk, you are recognized for it. Many of you have said, kindness, add fairness. Is it fair to all concerned? Is it fair to the person with whom I am dealing? Every action I take, if I put it through the lens of fairness, maybe I can see that 90% of all the actions I take are fair. Off and on, there'll be some slips, no doubt. If you take care of them, they will take care of you. Simple. You take care of your friends will take care of you. You take care of your colleagues will take care of you. You take care of your office takes care of you. You take care of the nation takes care of you. That's the way it works. All the aspects I've touched on, many of you have also touched on it when you made various types of replies. Possibly The next thing which is important is passion. To deliver excellence consistently. If we are doing all these, there is no choice. There is no choice for you becoming an extraordinary citizen of India, extraordinary professional. Is it that you can do all this immediately? Need not be. Work on it. And you don't have to reach 100% anywhere. As long as you are able to energize yourself throughout your day and get up every day with a spring in your step, looking forward to doing something that day. Maybe that is some work, professional work involved. Maybe it's an interaction with somebody who gets so happy that you talk to them. Solving somebody's problem, being kind to those you don't even know. Somebody like the auto rickshaw driver or the bus driver, cab driver, your fellow passenger in the metro, whoever it is. Can I be of service to them? Can I look forward? Can I respect them all the time? I don't have to hurt anybody if I have to be, just because I'm honest. I don't have to do that. Any one of these things, whichever you look at, you feel that, okay, these are 3 areas which I should improve myself. You can use AI. I'm sure you already do it, and it's very fast. Within a minute or second, 30 seconds, you can go through all the alternatives, choose 3 amongst them. Don't take every alternative. If they have given 10 ways to do it, don't take 10 ways. Look at 3 ways which you think it's easy or it appeals to you. Take those 3 ways, that 3 actions, and take that action. Many of you have also mentioned that. Arriving at what you want and then taking action towards it. Very, very important aspect. So today I have stopped with only looking at one, the tool of choosing above the line actions versus below the line. At least we should become aware. First is awareness that, yeah, I am working below the line here. Then choosing to work above the line and seeing how I can improve working above the line. Then look at some of the fundamental principles. These are all values which are there for centuries. Some of them we may not think are important, but look at it. If you think one of this is not important, say respecting others is not important, look at it, make your own evaluation. Why should I serve the client? Let me just do my work. Why should I serve the firm? Why should I serve my boss? Why should I serve my subordinates? Why should I look at all the people in office being happy? Why should I be kind to everybody in office? From the office boy to the manager. What does fairness bring me? How does fairness impact others? Remember, in this, each one is a challenge. If I look at it, sometimes we respect people, but we don't respect our parents. We are not kind to our parents. Parents have done a huge thing, lot of things for us, but somewhere we feel we only look at what they did not do. That's not everybody, some of us. I had this problem. I used to think that my father went abroad. I used to think, when I was in my 9th standard, he went abroad. Why did he go abroad? He abandoned me. He left me. He left me on my own. These were all the thoughts I had about my own father. My father was a university first, and I failed in my 9th standard. Failed in CA many times. So you should have been there to support me to do all this. I had so many complaints against my father till the age of 40. After I got a perspective, I came to know that he was exemplary. In fact, many of the things I decided to do after that, like building leaders, contribution to society, challenging people to do their best, what we say, kicking ass when it's required, advising, kicking ass when it's required. All this I learned from my father, and I think that it has helped the firm to grow. It has helped me to grow. Let's look at the last point of passionate. If I'm not energetic, I come into office drooping my head. I am not having any energy. I'm feeling tired. I've got a headache. All these are signs. I'm depressed. All these are signs that I have not taken care of myself. And it's very easy. You may think it's not easy, but it is very easy. For example, now I'm 63. I have hardly any real big job to do. I have to only think sometimes strategically for the firm. I'm mostly in the home. I don't travel much, but I keep thinking, looking at how I can contribute. So recently, one of the thought process which came to my mind is I still, at the age of 63, my energy is more than most of the people in office when I do go to office. So if at 63 my energy is more than others, then there is a lot of juice left. Why not I look at some big thing? So I decided that I will contest the election and I will serve the profession and the students for the next 5 years from 2025 to 2029. That is a decision I made, which has come out of the fact that I have enough energy. If I felt, okay, 63, I have done enough, my back is paining, I have a heart problem, I already had bypass, let me just enjoy my retirement. At least I cannot enjoy my retirement without being purposeful. And there is where the passion comes. Each of you, once you have a purpose, the purpose can change. Today, the purpose can be to get through CA with flying colors, with delighting all those people around you. That can be your purpose. Tomorrow, you can conquer the world. You can be anywhere in the world. You know, who is governing United Kingdom? 300, 400 years, we were their slaves. Who's the Prime Minister of England now? Who's the Prime Minister of England? Any of you know? Rishi. He's of Indian origin. In fact, his father-in-law is from India. Yeah. He married Narayan Murthy's. Narayan Murthy himself is a model for me, at least. Such a simple, humble man with such a wonderful attitude. His wife is even more exemplary. And he's an Indian. So you can take the place of Biden. All that old man doesn't know what he's doing actually. So if you go there and rule USA, then what will happen to this world? Far better world it will be. I've just shown you some thought process, and I hope this glimpse I have given into what are the possibilities of is of some use to you. Let's go to the next slide, and I will answer any questions related to this topic in the next 10 minutes. And after that, we will go for the closure of what are the actions you have decided to do, each of you, which you will share with us. You can make note of that. Go to the next slide, please. So all of you have listened to me for a long time. You have interacted through chat. Now one more last chance of asking. 10 minutes I have for any question you want to ask related to any of these. So we'll give 5-10 minutes for that, and then we will take your feedback, and then we will close. You know, we have such great people in India. I also admire Azim Premji. He's also a humble person. I've met him. All these, both those people I have met briefly. Such simple people. At the time when I met Azim Premji, he he had come to speak in some conference where I was one of the delegates, and the car he got out of was an ordinary car. And you know about Narayan Murthy. And these are people who have donated billions and helped mainly in the area of attitude and education. They have spent so much of their life in giving us life lessons. Yeah. Any questions? Okay. Oh, Vikram is asking me. Vikram is trying to get his job done by me. Okay. See, there are too many distractions, no doubt. I myself find sometimes when I start, if I watch any, the serials, whichever serial it is, whether it's action serial or some other serial, it somehow grips. It will not allow us to get out only. But it is a distraction. It takes away time. So one of the ways in which I think we have to look at is we have to get control over all the wonderful tools we have. We have the internet, which can search for so many things. We have AI, which can give us instant results. Can we use it to enhance our knowledge? Can I use it to enhance my being ready for CA? Can I use it to enhance my possibility in CA exam? Can I allocate time separately? Very important. I think the mobile itself comes with device that it will not allow you to do. If you so choose, you can choose to control the mobile usage in social media and games, etc. This is something which I think is very, very important to get focus back. I would say one of the ways in which we can do is to put how much time we'll spend for what on a daily basis and maybe a weekly basis. Putting this chart is not so important. This is only if you want to improve, you want to focus. If you don't want to focus, you say, okay, it's all right the way I am. It's all right. I can only do what I want. Similarly for you. Once you have used that thought that I don't want to get distracted, then it's very easy. For example, I love to eat, especially partial to sweets. So what have I done now? And I put on weight also whenever I eat more. So what have I done? I put a rule for myself that Monday to Saturday, I will not eat sweets. So for the last 2 years, I have not eaten sweets from Monday to Saturday. Sunday is open day. If I get sweets, I will not say no. And I would love to have them on that day. So I have put some restriction. What about eating? I have decided that I will only eat 3 or 4 times a day, including snacking. Are there exceptions? Yes, sometimes when I go out, there are exceptions. But this is a rule I have put on myself. I love to eat, but I have put this rule so that I can have some discipline in my life. Same way for you, whatever you want to focus on, you decide. I think self-monitoring after putting a plan is the best way to get past the distractions. Asha says, can you please guide us on how to keep pushing self to continue with quality I have chosen? In situations when you see or I see things are not for you or are going against you. Actually, Asha is speaking about me. So I'm assuming that it is all I there. In situations when I see things are not working for me or are going against me, owing to their very quality. So she's looking at quality. Asha, I think two things can be done for this. Number one, the answers are available to you. Again, use generative AI, look at your question, put it in proper language, and you will get your options. The point is whether you really want it or not. And there are ways of doing it. I was just listening to one lady the other day who got a wonderful, he was a chartered accountant. She got a wonderful chance to go abroad. She was having a family. She had a small child. And this opportunity came, and when she came home and at dinner time, she was sharing with her mother-in-law and everybody at the table that this opportunity came, but I told my boss, I have a small baby at home. How can I go abroad? And her mother-in-law said, Betty, I am there. I am still young enough to take care of the baby. Anyway, when you go to office, I'm taking care of the baby. I can take care of the baby for 10 days. You please go learn something new, enjoy yourself and come back. She never imagined that her mother-in-law would be for it. She thought if she said something, it will be against her. But it was the approach. She didn't take her mother-in-law for granted. And mother-in-law came out in a different way. The attitude of ours itself limits us many times. She had presumptions and assumptions about her mother-in-law. Shivam says, what happened at 40 will change your thought process. Yeah, this is a very important aspect of my life. So I was a proprietor earlier. I was practicing indirect tax. I was lucky to have chosen central excise when there were nobody who was practicing. So I was a very average person. But because I chose an area which nobody was there, I became famous, even though I was not so effective. So my practice was a small practice. I was working out of a friend's office. That means I didn't even have my own office. Some friend was there, chartered accountant. He had a cabin. I had a corner table. So I started there and I was having a practice. I had about 5, 6 people working with me. I think maximum 7, 2, 3 articles and 1 or 2 assistants who used to keep coming and going. My clients were not very great in the sense they were great, but I had not recognized their greatness and I had very limited clients. My friends were not happy with me because I used to be very strict, disciplined. My children were not happy with me because I was very strict with them. Obviously, my wife also was not happy. So family was not good. I was not effective in profession. My friends were not happy. What was I doing in life? Economically, I was not a success. So till then, I was to only think of myself. Right? When so many things were going against me, in this time, I also had a silent heart attack. And at the age of 40, I was diagnosed with triple heart disease. That means I had 2 arteries 100% blocked. One was 90 and one was 70. So clinically, if you tell a doctor this, ask any doctor, they say this is a sign of a person who has passed away, is dead. But I used to play a lot of games, so I had some capillaries. So my health was bad, profession was bad, family history, family relationships were bad, friends were bad, bad shape. Then I got Gyan through some learnings which I searched for. I was desperately searching to become successful. I was saying I'm putting so much effort. I'm a genuine guy. I'm disciplined. Why am I not getting this? Every day at 8:30 I used to be in my office without fail. I dropped my kids were never late to school. Never. Till I was dropping them. And now they went on their own. I don't know what happened, but till I was dropping them, they were never late for school. So there were so many good things I was doing, but not successful. Then I realized I missed a lot. And some of the learnings today, what you got, if I were to take you, can you go to that principles and values slide, Shweta? Go back one slide. And I will tell you what all I did not have here at that time when I was before 40. I did not have respect for myself. So was I respecting my clients? No. Was I having a service orientation? No. I used to do my job. That's all. Client came, I would give him a solution. Then he would go. Did I take care of my employees? I think I was taking care of my employees little. I used to train them and all regularly. Did I do anything for my profession? No, I did not do anything for the CA profession. Was I doing something for society? Yes, I was doing. I was part of Rotary. I was doing in a small way. I was a member of Rotary. Along with everybody, I used to do something. Did I do anything for the nation? Zero. What happened after 40? I came to know many of the values and principles of life, this universal principles. What you give, you will get back. Everybody has heard it. We have read about it. What you sow, so shall you reap. We have heard all this, but for me, that was a realization at that time. So first thing was that I started respecting myself. That's why when you did that exercise of achievements, all of you felt, proud of yourself. You came to know that you have done such a lot of things. These type of exercise I did at the age of 40. I did around 20 different tools were used by some motivators, different motivators, and I learned something from each of them. And today I use that as a method of getting success. Service to clients. Don't bother about fees. Don't bother what he wants. Give him more than he wants. If he says I want ABCD, give him a F and G also. Profession. I started sharing in the profession a big way with the intention to help others. I started answering questions on the PDICI website. I put a thought process of contributing 15% of my income and 2% of the firm's income for society, not society within my office, not our driver's children, not our assistant's children. We looked outside. Somebody who can't help me at all. Went to government schools. Many of them don't even know who is helping them. We gave them notebooks, we gave them maybe uniforms, tools, we built toilets for them. Then we also supported some of them, about 1,000 of them we have supported to stand on their own legs. Most of these children were from the slums. So what does that bring? That brings a lot of pride to me. I'm happy to be such a wonderful citizen. What was I before 40? I was a selfish little professional who was not successful. I was too disciplined. I never looked at thoughts of others. My empathy was very low. I built all these after that because I learned from others. After 40, I went through 2 years of this learning, you can say. And Shivam, I hope I've given you a good idea about how I improved myself from then on. From there on, it was like a cakewalk. I have never, ever had a problem with money after this, after the age of 40. Till the age of 40, I had no savings, I had no home. And at 45, if you look at it, I had a home, I was comfortable economically. Was I thinking about money? No. Was I serving people? Yes, maybe about 50 children we used to take care at that time. Now we take care of 3,000 children, indirectly or indirectly. Nayan says breaking down a goal to daily mini goals also helped me retaining focus. Yes, always anything which looks big, breaking it into small parts will make you better off. I will stop with this. I hope I have answered some of your questions. What I want each one of you to write down in the chat box, and Sweta, this particular part of it, please make a note who has answered. So if you're in a group, please answer one by one so that it gets recorded. Each one of you needs to write down. Either you can mention your nothing specific, you can mention that also, or you can mention that one thing which you are going to implement in your life consistently. Can you note it down? One thing which you today learned and felt that you need to implement in your life consistently. Please put it in the chat, and I wish all of you a wonderful life, a wonderful professional career. I will wait for the chat to be put, but I will not discuss any of the chats. Each one of you has to put it. Sweta, make a note of who all are giving. Let them put what is that one thing they felt they should work on.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Good. Become solient. So, okay. Respect myself. Wonderful, Puja. Consistent. Again, yes. Don't talk about others. Huh? Talk about yourself. I think that many people. Utkarsh has got it. I need to take responsibility. Time management, empathy, self-acceptance, implement a habit. Very good. Habits are very important. Yeah, I'll keep quiet. Please finish. Joshi, you remove that word try. Yeah? No trying here, because if you put try, you may not do it at all. Ourself, Lakshmi, no ourself, myself. Good, Joshi. Little difficult, Nayan. Zero. Making it zero is difficult. Only the sages have done it. I am certainly not been able to do it. Wonderful, Sakshi. Abundance, living in abundance is a wonderful way. Google helps you a lot. Huh? You can get a lot of motivational things on that. Okay. You all can continue. Huh? Sweta will record everything. So each and every one of you, if you are in a group, please put separately, put your name, and even if you have only one connection, take some 5 minutes and ensure that each of you puts your name and also puts what is it you got out of this. Thanks a lot. I hope this session was good and you would like to have part 2. This was part 1. Part 2 will happen next month.